Yo, what is up, guys? This your boy Mun coming back at you with another foreigner commentary. I would like to start this video off by telling you guys that I appreciate all the support on my last video. You know, I love the comment section. You know, drop comments, let me know what you like, what you didn't like. You know, give me little tips and this and that. Just leave your feedback. You know, I really do appreciate it. For this week's video, we're going to be breaking down the Peacekeeper. I'm going to be showing you guys some advanced tactics and tips that I like to do, that I use when I play with the Peacekeeper. So you make sure that you maximizing your damage and, you know, getting the best out of your opponent. So I'm just going to show you guys a few tips and tactics that I don't see a lot of Peacekeeper players use. So let's get right into it. But before, we're going to be going over 5 things in particular that I think that'll help out your game with the Peacekeeper. It's going to be 5 things, but let's get right into it. Okay, guys, the first thing that we're going to hop into is the deflectability and different ways to use it. It's an ability that all assassin classes have, but with the Peacekeeper, if you deflect at the right time, it leads into an unblockable stab with the dagger that inflicts bleed on your opponent. You know, his grab already does poison, and just imagine having poison on your opponent, then getting a deflect and having bleed, it stacks. Does a lot of damage. Let's take a closer look just in case some of you guys never understood how the deflect mechanic works. It has the same properties as a parry. So when you're getting attacked and attack flash, right about here is when you would initiate the parry, but instead dash in the direction you're getting attacked, and then you'll get the unblockable stab with the dagger that does bleed. This technique really comes into play when you really know your matchups. So you like the Valkyrie right here, whichever direction he dashes in, that's the way his attack is going to come out. So if you time it correctly, you see the flash dash, boom. Again, he dashed to the right, boom, see it again, boom. You know, you really just know your matchups, and really just figuring your opponent out. You know, just see how your opponent plays. You know, we all have certain moves that we like to do, certain combos that we like to do over and over. We might not like to admit it, but you know, it's just the way it goes. But you know, after you get your matchups down, man, you get good with it. This deflectability, man, I promise you, it catches a lot of people off guard, because I rarely see any like assassin class really ever use it, but it's really helpful. So yeah, just to wrap it up, man, I'd just like to show you guys 2 ways I like to use it. I get the deflect, go instantly into a 2-hit combo, or if I get 1 hit then they block the second, cool. But the next way is like get the deflect and go into a grab, and you know, go into your own little mix up. You can go for the 3 stabs or go for 2, you know, do a little mix up or whatever you want to do. So that wraps that one up. Now let's get on to the second one. Alright guys, the second one we're going to be talking about this guard tech that I like to do with Peacekeeper. It pretty much confirms, it's pretty much a hit confirm. So as long as you see this animation right there, you saw that? You see how like you kick them, they bounce off an object, and they do the stagger effect. As long as they're in that motion, the dash heavy into the light, it will hit every time. As long as you see that stagger, you will get the dash heavy. So like I was saying, like, use your surroundings. So if you get a grab, I mean, the 3 poison stabs on me, of course, I mean, it's OP, you know, but use your surroundings. You can grab, get two stabs in, kick them, and then get 2 more free hits. Like you know, like just use your surroundings, maximize your damage, and you know, yeah. Alright guys, let's go ahead and get into the third one. This one's gonna be a feint grab. Well, I should say feint into a grab, but it's different. It's not like other characters where you have to, you know, do the heavy press circle feint, then press square to grab. It's different with the Peacekeeper. You can do the same way as you would feint as you would with circle, but instead of using circle, just press square and it'll go immediately into a grab. So it's kind of like it's very tricky, man. I'm telling you. Like I go against some really good players that's really good at guard breaking, but I could just try to grab them normal, they'll guard break it every time. But every time I just add that feint into the grab, because you know, of course, the hit indicator still pops up. So but it seems to just catch them more like that way. It's very useful against characters that use the shields, because they'll get in that all stance that, you know, could block you in the direction, and as you feint, you know, they be expecting, you know, for you to, that they be expecting the hit to come, and, you know, if you hit them, you know, they get like a free hit or whatever. But the feinting to grab, man, I mean, it's so quick. I mean, it catches them off guard, and pretty much it lands, I would say, like 90% of the time. So that's a good one to know. Alright guys, for number 4, I'll just call it whiffing attacks on purpose. Alright guys, for those of you that do not know what a whiff is, a whiff is simply when you go to attack and you miss, and that's called a whiff. So usually your opponent will counter off of that. So if you attack and counter attack off of that, it's pretty much because he whiffed his attack and you know, you're countering him. But what I do is I whiff attacks on purpose to get my opponent to try to counter me, but with me using the Peacekeeper speed against them, I still counter them. You know, you get it, right? You know, you get it. But yeah, I mean, it's something that I like to do, man. I mean, it's very helpful. I mean, I don't think they'd really be expecting it, but use the Peacekeeper speed to the best of your ability, man. Alright guys, number 5, we're going to be focusing on the zone attack. For those of you that do not know what the zone attack is, it's when you press R1 and R2 at the same time, and you will get that animation right there. But you will never really just see that animation done fully on purpose. You'll see it shorten out, you know, you'll see it cancel into just a little hit. But see that one right there, the one that does the little poison dagger at the end, that's a tech that I've seen a few Peacekeeper players do it. It's pretty cool. Instead of canceling it with circle, you just press R1 as soon as the spin animation get finished, and you do the little poison dagger style. But yeah, I just want to make sure you're using the zone attack. I mean, you can use it in all of those ways I just showed you. But most importantly, you can feint into it. You could do a zone attack, cancel, and then lead up straight into a combination, you know, a quick 1-2 or, you know, something like that. But oh yeah, man, I just want to, those are my top 5 things, top tactics and tips that I want to give to you guys, you Peacekeeper players, or anyone that want to play the Peacekeeper, you know, to get you comfortable with once you get comfortable with the Peacekeeper, you start adding in some of these techs and stuff, and, you know, they'll hate you even more. But all jokes aside though, man, I mean, that wraps up the video though. I really do appreciate the views and everything, man. Yeah, you know, just be looking out for future content, man. You know, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to your boy, man. You know, I'm finna be putting in work on these 400 videos, and yeah, just stay tuned, man. More content coming in the future.